a woman on the bus asks if you can turn it down or turn it off. He replies rudely and quite aggressively, no. Right. Remember, as soon as I'm known to you, yeah? So what do you do? Right, you chose to do nothing. Why have you chose to do nothing?
Because if I get involved, I might get beaten up or something.
I shouldn't take like the blame for something that I didn't do. So like, I'll just sit there peacefully, man around the business.
There ain't no wrong and right answer at this stage, right? Just chose to intervene. Right, one, come forward. One. What's your name?
Bradley.
Bradley. And how would you intervene?
I would just talk to them, ask them to stop, because if the woman goes and reports it, she might report you as well.
And plus you have to show respect to your older people on the bus.
I would tell the person to stop because my mum always says, show me your friends and then I'll tell you who you are. So if my friend is acting one way, then that basically means that I will act the same. So I have to show them the right thing so that will reflect on me that I do the right thing as well.
So the loan shark is demanding payment, and he's demanding payment within a week. But he's making threats of violence now towards your friend's partner. I'm going to ask you to make a choice. Bearing in mind, think about the choices you've made before. Yeah? So, A will stay the same, and that's about not getting involved. 2, which is B, will be go back and try and persuade him. So 3 would be inform the police. Alright? One's had a shock look, you know, it's like you're doing something wrong here. Right, so, and D will be other. You're going to do something else.
I would do. Obviously I'll talk to him first. If he's still looking to make threats, then I'll take it into my own hands.
Right. So how are you going to take it into your own hands?
Could be anything. Could be crime again. Maybe.
Okay. He's just giving an honest answer.
Doesn't matter whether I've got any food, I'd use all the money from my wages just to sort of give to them, just to get it sorted out basically. Just pay it off. It doesn't matter, as long as I've got a house over my sort of roof over my head, it's alright basically. Doesn't matter whether I've got food in my belly or not. I can survive a week with no food. But do you know what I mean? I don't hurt a kid, seeing people go around the house, that sort of thing.
I'll probably just pay it off.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, if I can.
Alright, thank you.
It's your problem now, isn't it? You got yourself to the issue. I told you from the beginning, don't get involved. You got involved. I'm not your keeper. It's not my problem, and I've got my own problems to deal with. So
obviously I try to persuade them so she can pay it in installments, innit? Obviously not the full amount straight away because it's going to be hard, so pay in installments. That's what I asked them to do.
Well, I chose to inform the police because I just came out of prison, and maybe I want to be a changed man and, you know, do better things and getting myself into trouble. And I would like to at least do something to help her. So the best thing is to advise her or myself, go and get the police involved and get the problem done and sorted. You know what I mean? Because the guy's not just threatening the lady now, it's the kids as well. So that's the best thing I can do. You know.
Okay, respect your answer. You know, because in some ways you're kind of giving them that responsibility. You know, because that's what you actually do. You know, you might just feel, well, this is too much or too big of a responsibility for you to deal with, right? Because others have gone to D and they've chosen to do something different and take matters into their own hands. However, sometimes there's a huge price to pay for that.
So you're in this advertising agency, it's a recession, but they have just picked up one new big contract. Hooray! The contract is for alcopops, which inevitably will mean heavily marketing towards young people. You've been asked to be part of a team which delivers the campaign on alcopops.
Somebody's going to do the deal, so therefore we're going to do the deal, and we're going to do it in a great way, and we're going to make sure we target the right age group.
Because if you're involved, you have some control over the campaign and the message that you're basically giving everybody, every billboard, every street sign, everything. If you have a campaign, if you're not involved, you have no control.
I think basically it's up to me to make my own personal ethical decisions, but given that it's not my company, I don't think it's my responsibility to make the decisions for the company.
Well, I made it because I don't agree with advertising alcohol to younger people, not with the intensity that it is undertaken, and I thought it would be a good idea to try and convince the boss to do something different.
We see sometimes the effects that alcohol has on a weekend. And we know we talk about teaching young people to be responsible. Unfortunately, when they do go out amongst their peers for a good night out, it does involve drinking to excess. It leaves these young children out to be in a vulnerable situation where a girl could be raped, a young man could lose his life in a fight, and things like that. So I wouldn't feel comfortable at helping to sell something which is going to be targeted towards these young people to get them into that sort of state.
I say, well, education is part of it, but also we've got to be practical. We've got to look at how we manage our ethics and share our ethics with the young. But remember, the young have their ethics too, and it's about how we work together.